in the context of an old song that I wrote when I was very mentally ill. I'm still mentally ill, but I was very mentally ill back then, and now I'm only mildly mentally ill. But anyways, I wasn't doing so good back then. And the context of the song is dark. It mentions like some ED stuff, like suicidal ideation, stuff like that. And it's not treated seriously. It's not treated in a serious manner. So this is just a general warning for that. Hello, and welcome to episode 3, I think, yeah, it's 3, of Word Salad. Today I'm going through an old project of mine that, well, I say old, it's still going on, I just only occasionally revisit it. It's a non-existent band, called the Faggot Brigade. And it's got a lot of really, it's supposed to be really shitty and stupid, and it's supposed to be about like mental health and like being queer and stuff. And one of the first songs that I ever wrote for Faggot Brigade was "Dick in a Box." I was so inspired after I bought my first Packer that I literally had to just write a song about it because I was so fucking excited, and it was like a rap. So I'm looking back at it. This shit is fucking comedy gold. Trying to find a way to relieve my dysphoria. My titties got a strap so they flat as I pan like your Aunt Gloria. Scrolling on the web, I'm sitting back watching vids. I'm taking pics and I stumble on a dig. Spend the last of my paycheck on this package. I'm rapping for myself, so I'm rapping about a dick in a box. Dick in a box. Dick in a dick in a dick in a box. Dick in a box. Dick in a box. Dick in a dick in a dick in a box. Dick in a box. Dick in a box. Dick in a dick in a dick in a box. Strap on the dick, cover your muff, stick it in their ass if they call it a bluff. Some people got a dick, some people got a box. Ain't none of your business, so suck on my rocks. Dick in a box, dick in a box, dick in a dick in a dick in a box, dick in a box, dick in a box, dick in a dick in a dick in a box. This is nuts. I haven't looked at this in forever. This is so fucking funny. Holy shit. God damn. I'm reading the rest of it, it's just like a bunch of garbage, and then it just like kind of repeats the dick in a box line, but man, that's hilarious. And then I've got another one here, called Borderline Blitz. A few of my friends I've showed my favorite part from Borderline Blitz. Beginning of past me speaking. The following auditory experience is one that catalogs all of the emotions of a human specimen with borderline personality disorder within a day. Please like it. I need you to like it. I need you to like me. Opening my phone, I'm blinded by the brightness as colorful explosion of endless content graces my eyes. I got no thoughts. I can't be having thoughts of being a thought up on my cot to rot my soul, creating a black hole and covering my body in my own self-destruction if I can't fucking think. Time to throw up in the sink. I put my phone down for 5 fucking seconds to take a piss, and now I'm remembering what the term divorced parents is. The loneliness instantly comes back, and I'm hacking and laughing and throwing up the bread I had this morning. Don't you know that makes you fat? Ah shit, I feel it building again. I hope I don't want to jump off a building again. As a result, I bolt and run straight back to my bed, rocking and crying and desperately trying to ignore the voices in my head. Borderline blitz, borderline blitz, borderline, borderline, borderline blitz, borderline blitz, borderline blitz, borderline, borderline, borderline blitz. Every emotion at once, but not two at the same time. Empty or at either end of the number line. I guess I'll mark my mood today as non-applicable. My patience is running out and I'm feeling despicable. Sorry, that was a little intense. Let's back up a bit. I'm doing just fine. I don't even remember what I was so upset about in the first place. I guess I feel a little silly for freaking out over nothing. I'll go ahead and check my phone again. Ha ha! Fucking psych, got you! You thought I was normal? Man, I wish my actions were the result of an off day. Borderline blitz! Dancing around like I'm a fucking ditz. I got my miscellaneous substances and I'm taking a hit. Take a sip, maybe I'll wear some drip and drive by my ex's house. What? Nah, I ain't got a license, but who the fuck needs a license when all you're gonna do is drink and drive? Borderline blitz! Borderline blitz! Borderline, borderline, borderline blitz! Borderline blitz! Borderline blitz! Borderline, borderline, borderline blitz! You know what? Maybe that's a bad idea. I think I'll just walk home like a responsible young man after a night of good old-fashioned fun. They're not texting me back. Do they hate me? Did they finally get tired of me? Am I that forgettable? They fucking know I ended up hurting myself again. Why aren't they texting me? No, that's right. I lost all my progress again. Maybe I should just get it over with. I wouldn't have to track my progress then. But nah, fuck no. Killing yourself is boring. They'd miss the hottest bitch in the world, too. That's a waste of these Nazi-punching guns. Borderline blitz! Borderline blitz! In the words of Slim Shady, you can give my ass a little kiss. Borderline blitz! Borderline blitz! If I'm a mentally ill cracker, call me a cracked Ritz! Borderline blitz! Borderline blitz! I got autism, too! It's a double package, bitch! Borderline blitz, it's like manic depression, only faster. Borderline blitz, I'm flipping and splitting while these rhymes I'm spitting tell my whole fucking life story. Prepare to... Fuck. I'm flipping and splitting while these rhymes I'm spitting tell my whole fucking life story. Be prepared to feel nauseous, the details are a little gory. Borderline blitz, borderline blitz, borderline blitz. Come on, borderline blitz, borderline blitz. Man, that joke about the Ritz was so clever. It feels great to be the funniest man alive. Yeah, that was great. You know what? Life is okay sometimes. I don't think I'm mentally ill anymore, actually. Anyways, I'll see y'all when I do the exact same shit tomorrow. End of past me speaking. That was the entirety of Borderline Blitz in its current existence. There's no instrumental because I don't know how instruments work anymore. All of that information just got, like, replaced by Tetris skills. Like, I stopped playing the clarinet, and I forgot what chords were, and I just kept playing Tetris a bunch in high school, and I don't know how instruments work anymore. But, I wrote those songs back when I still had, like, rhythm, and like, I don't know, just random writing creativity, you know what I mean? But anyways... I've got a couple other things to show you, some snippets from these Faggot Brigade projects. If you'll notice, my projects work with half rhymes or like the funny like kind of stutter mumble way of like cobbling words together to create something enjoyable to listen to, for a lot of these, I've lost the beat to it, which means that the rap is like unrappable because like these were written to a certain beat, and without that beat, I have no idea how to like say these things in a way that will sound interesting to your ears. So I'm picking through these different projects, these old projects, to find the good parts from them to show you. Give me a sec. The ones that I know for certain how the rhythm goes. This one's a good one. This one's called Dead. This one's called Dead, and this one's kind of about like how people obscurely blame things on some, I don't know, far-off mystical entity called the man, instead of standing up in their day-to-day lives against injustices that they happen to witness, you know, or that they would be uncomfortable with enough to justify calling it out, you know, and they just say nothing, and then they move on and they mutter about like the man or something, and this was specifically calling people out like that, like these neoliberal fascist fuckheads, you know, and all of my fellow wishy-washy homies. You know, I used to be super wishy-washy, and I figured out that it does more harm than good being a pushover, and that's why I stopped. And this is sort of a song to like inspire people to stop being a pushover. I'm raising up the dead, dead. I'm not a gold digger, I'm a grave digger. Through all these headstones I'm hunting, digging up holes that these poor souls were running. 'Cause I know they didn't likely have a choice, didn't have a voice to speak with. Now all they got is bones to creak with. They lacked the comfort to sleep with, no blankets, no pillows, not a teddy bear to weep with, no. And we all know the killer is the man. This big obscure figurine lurking in the darkness, pulling the strings of these morphine fiends and the crackheads running through the parks naked on acid, right? Not quite. You know, one financial disaster, and that could be you someday. Just stick around, sit tight. They say you make your bed, that you gotta lie in it. But how the fuck they gonna be happy with it if they just have to die in it? It's a broken home, no frames, no support, just games, mind games, a power struggle. Parents practically have their kids wearing a fucking muzzle. I'm raising up the dead, dead. Raising up the dead, dead. Raising up the dead, dead. You know, some people don't make their own beds. They're forced to accept what the government or their folks put in their heads. So they lay down where they're told like a dog they rolled to be accepted and loved. I'm shouting down more to the dirt to give you the truth from above. Fixing up these fixer-upper friends with the power of love. Corpses grin as the rain pours. Shit, I almost forgot to say what I came for. The man isn't just society. The man is your neighbor. I'm raising up the dead, 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 dead. I'm raising up the dead, 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 dead. Raising up the dead, 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 dead. I'm raising up the dead, 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 dead. Raising up the dead, 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 dead. Raising up the dead. Judgy Karens at the grocery store and that man you've never seen before leering at your daughter like she's a fucking whore. Speaking of, let me shout out to sex workers. Why the fuck would anyone berate a service that you fucking pay for? And those stupid bitches at the HOA and those teachers that just throw away common sense to follow the book and those fellas that swear by the book only to lynch a man for taking a fucking walk. So speak up when you see a man pushing around your black friend and shout out when some fucking dick's putting you at your wits' end. Don't be a bystander, you're making it worse. Tolerating ain't kindness, it's showing who's allowed to die first. Doesn't matter who killed your spirit worse, calling up all potential commies with this last verse. I'm raising up the dead, 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 dead. Raising up the dead, 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 dead. Raising up the dead, 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 dead. I'm raising up the dead, 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 dead. I'm raising up the dead. Quite honestly, I think that's one of the songs that I'm the most proud of. Borderline Blitz is pretty okay. It's got some workshopping to do to make it actually like listenable and stuff. But like, I'm really fucking proud of that song. I think it's really cool, and I don't know. I'm feeling good about myself. That one was the only project that that I included the entire lyrics in. Like, I didn't like omit anything because I thought it was trash. Like, that was the entirety of the project. So I'm gonna like put the lyrics in the description when I upload this audio, so you can see what I said. You know, I've got a couple of other snippets here, like some incomplete songs and some other like stupid songs. This one's called Fat Nuts. Though they be plastic, girl, I got fat nuts. They ain't made elastic, girl, I got fat nuts. Dude, they're humongous, girl, I got fat nuts. Fat like Big Chungus, girl, I got fat nuts. And that's pretty much it. I didn't do anything else with that. I was just like, I had that stuck in my head, and I thought it was fucking hilarious, so I wrote it down. And it was. I was right. It was hilarious, and it still is, and I'm gonna stand by that for the rest of my fucking life. Man, and then, like, I wanted to, every band has, like, a token, like, this song is literally just to dance to. It's not supposed to have a point, it's just supposed to be fun. I made one of those. It's called Party and Fuck, and, well, it's essentially about that. And it's not really of much substance, and that's kind of the point of it. But, however, I am too socially anxious to fucking sing the thing, so I'm just not gonna. Let's see, what else is here? Here we go. I got another little snippet for a song that doesn't exist, and it also doesn't have a name because it's not a song yet, it's just a snippet. Stop fucking talking to me. Stop fucking talking to me. Shut up and fucking leave me alone. Oh, just leave me be. And that's that. Let's see, what else? I don't think I have anything else here of substance. I also have a couple of bumper sticker ideas I've got written down. I'm just, like, scrolling through my Google Keep notes. I've got, like, bumper sticker ideas that me and my sibling came up with. I've got one that's called Shitty-esque. And I'm thinking of putting that in, like, a really, really, like, fancy cursive font, like, all sparkly and shit. It just says Shitty-esque. And then another one that was very similar. It's in the same vein. It's got not shittiest, but Shitty-esque. And that's really cool. Oh, yeah, I've got a couple of other things to talk about. These are things that my grandpa talked to me about. There's this cool thing that happened not too far from me in a town that my grandpa used to live in. It got burned down for a movie. It was called Ride with the Devil, and it was burnt down in a movie. Well, the town was called Pattonsburg, and the movie was Ride with the Devil. And sometimes my grandpa just like rewatches the movie to watch Pattonsburg burn, like which I think is really funny. Well, Pattonsburg became the story behind that. It became floodlands, and the government forced everybody to move out of that town, and including my grandpa's family. And then the movie, the people in charge of the movie came into town, and they burn it down for a scene in the movie. And now Pattonsburg is gone. It's not a place. It's just like a bunch of farmland. I don't know what you do with it. That's like a bunch of floodlands. Like maybe they're growing rice or something in the middle of Missouri. That'd be really funny. And then there's an observatory not too far from here. This observatory is like pretty huge. Imagine like a standard, I don't know, like classroom size, room. And it's got this big round table in the middle of it. It's got this funny camera on top of the observatory. It's got the telescope, but the coolest part is that it has it set up so that the telescope is projecting a highly detailed, huge fucking image of the moon onto that round table in the middle of the room. And it's so fucking cool. My grandpa took one of his I almost said Hot Wheels. They didn't have Hot Wheels in it back then. He took his little wooden toy car to school, and he played on the moon with his little toy car, and I thought that was really funny, and I thought it was a really cool thing that Grandpa told me about. And then I have one last thing from my notes on the random stories that Grandpa tells me. It's Grandpa used to be a teacher. He used to be a science teacher. And he had the kids dissect a frog. And in case you don't know how that works, you just you've got this specialized little tray kind of box looking thing, and you pin the frog down. Spread eagle. It's it's got all four limbs pinned so it'll stay in the same place for the next time, because you can't really dissect it within one class period, so it's over several periods, so it stays in the same place for the next period, and Grandpa he took the leftover frogs from the first day of dissecting, and he put them in the downstairs fridge where the lunch ladies keep the food and stuff, which is really funny. But anyways, the next day he took it out before the kids came in for class, and he took one of the frogs, and the frog wasn't dissected. It was like an extra frog that they had left over. So he put a string on the tin that it was pinned to, and he tied it to the ceiling fan, and he turned the ceiling fan on low. And then when all of the kids walked in, they saw this frog spread eagle in a flying position, fucking just whirling around the ceiling, and Grandpa was fucking pissing himself laughing. He's like, "It's Super Frog," pointing at it and shit, and fucking he didn't get in trouble for that. The kids thought it was hilarious. The kids got a kick out of it, and I think that's fucking hysterical. Damn. I didn't know the Grandpa stories would kill that much time. Holy shit, I'm already at 18 minutes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm not scrambling for things to say here. I don't know. I would like all of my episodes to be about 25 minutes or just a little shorter than that. And so, I don't know. I guess I am kind of scrambling for things to talk about. Not for money or ad revenue or anything. I don't get paid for this podcast. It's just something I want to do. It's just because I'm a perfectionist and I happen to want my episodes to be 25 something minutes long. Oh shit! Okay, so I have something written down here from one of my walking back and forth and talking to myself and imagining I'm in a separate universe things that I do. And it was sort of halfway based on me wanting to beat the shit out of this one NPC from Skyrim. I forgot his fucking name, but he's a bitch. Hold on, let me look his name up real quick. Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. That guy. I'm trying to find his name. Holy shit, wait a second. A little unrelated, I googled that line. I googled, do you get to the Cloud District very often? And I stumbled upon this thing. It took me to a link. I use DuckDuckGo, so it takes me to interesting places sometimes. Called CEDAR. And it's Space Physics Experiments Inverse Problems Daily Report. CEDAR. Writings about various topics in plasma physics, radio science, space rockets, radars, aurora, remote sensings, geophysics, radio astronomy, inverse problems, outdoor activities, electronics, and software-defined radio. The webpage of the radio science group at University of... I don't know how to pronounce that. Tromsø, I think. Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. And that's the beginning of the post, so I suppose that's why it came up in DuckDuckGo. It says, probably due to the fact that the Cloud District is located in a faraway town, in a faraway land, with grandiose mountains and occasional dragon passing by. Not quite so. If you subtract the dragon, the Cloud District is very much a real place, located in the outer reaches of the Tromsø University campus. Serving as a sanctuary for the forlorn acolytes of the space physics group at UIT, the Cloud District has become a booming science hub, with several projects all contained within self-sustained area of 70 square meters. The Cloud District employs serene surroundings, fully equipped with rustling leaves and bird chirping for maximum boost of morale and mental stamina. The plasma duo... Lewis and Yorn are working on a ray tracing of the EOR signal. That's so cool. So I just accidentally stumbled on this really cool science thing. I don't know, a little science haven. That's pretty cool. I will also add this website that I fucking just stumbled onto into the description of the episode, because that's pretty cool. That's cool, okay. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. What is that fucking bitch's name? Nazim! His name is Nazim, and I hate that guy. He's stupid. Okay, alright. So here's this little thing that I wrote when I was pretending to talk to a character that was very much like Nazim. Also, you can probably spot it, but I took inspiration from The Princess Bride. And I don't know, I just wanted to feel cool and like the main character for 2 seconds in my boring life. So this is basically a little snippet of that. You will have your nose buried into every corner and procedure here in this city, Nather. You know it far better than I. Better than the Jarl, I'd wager. Atticus slowly and quietly draws his sword, hidden from Nather's view. So tell me something. He turns. Tell a patient man the length of the jail sentence for murder. Are you threatening me? I may be. Not that a snot-nosed vermin like you could discern it, evidenced by your query. That may be the first time a man in this city has dared insult me. Only to your face. And it won't be the last, either. Atticus stays put, shoulders squared and body tensed in preparation. Unlike you in bed, so I'm told by your wife, who I fucked, by the way, quite thoroughly. Nather steps forward, drawing a knife. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Atticus says. I've got every right... Shut up! You lay a single hand on me, and I have every legal right to tear you to shreds, which I am quite capable of doing. He grins. So cope and seethe, or die, dog. The cringe. I can't take it. I can't take the cringe. I'm dying. Fuck. You'll have to see me in the next episode. I'm sorry. Bye.